So it's been 2 days since the thing was announced. There was a thing at the Game Awards with Nintendo and Smash. I want to talk about said thing, because that thing, there's a lot to talk about. That said thing. Sephiroth is in Smash. Also, I got comments with Sephiroth, because I pronounced it as Sephiroth. I have not played Final Fantasy VII. Cut me some slack. That and growing up hearing that name, I would hear people say Sephiroth, and I would also hear Sephiroth, and then there was the P. It's like the same case with Richter. What I pronounce it Richter, even though I never played. Cut me some slack. I know now. I know Sephiroth. Better late than never. Sephiroth is in Smash. Nobody saw that coming. No one, absolutely no one, was expecting Sephiroth in Smash. I think the only people who were thinking, yo, Sephiroth would be cool to have in Smash, or like, Sephiroth is coming. I think the only ones who were like hoping or speculating that to be the case were the one like hardcore Final Fantasy VII fans, hardcore Sephiroth fans. Because I can't think of anyone outside of that like specific circle that was actually expecting Sephiroth to be a DLC character. But I feel like one of the main reasons people weren't expecting another Final Fantasy character, let alone another Final Fantasy VII character, let alone Sephiroth, primarily in part with how Smash has handled Final Fantasy, right? Because Final Fantasy has been memed for being like the worst represented third-party franchise in Smash, alongside one of the worst franchises represented in Smash, period. Because with Cloud in Smash 4, the most we got was him, the stage, 2 songs, a Chocobo Mii costume, and that was it. Essentially the same thing in Ultimate, minus the Chocobo Mii costume, which is probably going to come back with this update with Sephiroth. Also, Dragon Quest kind of supports this too, because like we had Hero and his stage, and we did have costumes based on various protagonists from the other Dragon Quest games. But with the songs, at least, it was a similar case, because you only had 2 songs per Dragon Quest that each individual hero represented. So it just made you think that, like, maybe we'd get, like, another Square Enix character, like Chrono, Sora, Geno, one of those 3, right? I don't know. But you didn't think we'd get another character from those third parties, alongside the fact that, like, every secondary character we've gotten from a third party has been an Echo. Sephiroth, though, Sephiroth just completely, like, went against that pattern, went against those expectations. Sephiroth is a first for a lot of different things in Smash. First DLC villain, first third-party villain, first second character from a third-party franchise that is also a unique and original character, because Richter and Ken, they're second characters from their individual series, Castlevania Street Fighter, but like they're echoes of Ryu and Simon. Sephiroth, I did it again. Sephiroth is his own, with like the big-ass sword, Musamune? I forget the name. The long-ass sword. The sword that's like 16 feet long. That is a big-ass sword. So yeah, Sephiroth is like a first for a lot of different things in Smash. I think it's really sick. I'm not even a big Final Fantasy VII. I'm not even a Final Fantasy fan, period. I haven't played the game. But even I know, like, Sephiroth is a huge-ass deal. Not only that, from the perspective of someone who hasn't played Final Fantasy, Sephiroth is, like, by far, to me at least, the coolest DLC character Smash has ever seen, period, between Ultimate and Smash 4. Like, Joker's was cool, unexpected, sure, and, like, Cloud, I think Cloud was probably the second closest we get to, like, this being, like, super cool, because, like, you look at the way they revealed the characters, right? Like, Joker's had style, Cloud, they kind of just had, like, the title theme of 7, and then they had, boom, Final Fantasy on the screen, and then you see him walking, and it's like, it was kind of expected at that point, but like, Sephiroth's trailer kind of like spoke for itself, in that you had all these different characters on screen getting their asses whooped by Gleam, and then you see Gleam get sliced in 2, to where you're just sitting there like, who the heck is that strong? Who the heck is strong enough to essentially kill God in the Smash Bros. Universe, right? And then the first couple notes of One Winged Angel, just the dun, 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 and then everyone's just like, holy shit, it makes sense, he would be the one to kill him, but holy shit, it's Sephiroth. By far, coolest trailer, coolest DLC by far, and like, Sephiroth was just kicking everyone's ass. I saw this meme on Twitter, what was it, is this Megamind meme, but it was like Pit over one of the guys, and then Sephiroth over that one of the main characters in that, it's like, you saved us! Thank you for saving us! And then Sephiroth's just like, I wouldn't say saved, more like under new management. To my knowledge, at least, I'm pretty sure characters in Final Fantasy VII, Sephiroth at the very least, their power does amount to that of a god. I think. Don't, for some of this, don't, like, spoil context with me for Final Fantasy VII, because I want to play that at some point. I'll get to that later, but, like, Sephiroth with his big-ass sword and, like, his magic abilities, he's bringing in a new stage, like, he was rocking everyone, and then, like, his little bout with Cloud. Oh, yeah, let's not forget him, quote-unquote, impaling Mario, that imagery of Mario getting impaled by Final Fantasy VII's antagonist. That was so freaking funny. That was so cool. You knew it wasn't gonna happen. You knew, or I mean, well, actually, no, I can't even say that, because, like, Ridley impaled Mario, so, like, you thought, oh, they did that. This one felt more gruesome until Sephiroth just kind of held Mario by the overalls. I'm pretty sure he didn't miss. Sephiroth knew. He felt, nah, it's not worth killing this little guy. It's not worth killing Mr. Nintendo. Or had it not been the laws of this land, I would have slaughtered you or something like that. That's another meme I saw. I'm pretty sure Sephiroth willingly chose not to impale Mario at that moment. And, like, there was a lot of, like, references to Advent Children, the Final Fantasy VII Advent Children movie, in that trailer. So, the Final Fantasy fans were winning this week. They were winning. They're winning this week, bro. I'm happy for them, bro. Now, Final Fantasy, even if it's worst case scenario with the songs, even if One Winged Angel is like the only song we get from Sephiroth, now, between two stages, two original cool looking stages, and two original characters, Final Fantasy is finally like not the worst represented third party franchise anymore. I think that's pretty sick. Sephiroth's also just like a big villain in gaming, not just Final Fantasy VII. He's like one of the biggest, most influential villains in all of gaming, period. That's why it's like another reason why it's so cool. The trailer made it out to be, make him look like this really sick, really cool, badass villain, kicking everyone's ass, slicing Gleam in half, giving the imagery of impaling Mario, going toe-to-toe against Cloud, and like, some like secondary form I also don't know about, what's it called, Safer Sephiroth. Yeah, I'm technically getting spoilers for some context. It's 7 Fantasy. Okay, but that's besides the point, but like, Sephiroth was still like on the table in discussion for like characters that would be cool to have in Smash. That's kind of the big thing. People thought it'd be cool to have him in Smash. No, not a lot of people were expecting him though. But that goes to show, alongside the fact that Final Fantasy is like one of the biggest franchises out there, period, right? Second biggest like RPG series, objectively, right behind like Pokemon, I think, right? Sephiroth, oh my god, I did it again. Sephiroth is easily one of the biggest villains in gaming, period. So like him being in Smash, it just fits like a glove. It just makes so much sense. Not even just because Cloud's in there, not even just because Final Fantasy's in there, right? Because Smash just keeps cementing further and further with each new DLC. At least with the third parties, Steve especially, like, Smash is a celebration of gaming. Sephiroth, one of the biggest villains in gaming, why wouldn't you have him in there, right? The only thing at that point was basically Square being uptight and stingy with their IP and their representation of said IP, but like that's kind of its own thing. This also raised an extra question for a lot of people of whether or not Dr. Eggman is on the table. And I'm sitting here like, please, for the love of God. Eggman would bring so much to the table as far as a moveset, but like, Sonic deserves another character, bro. Like, okay, so like, that's getting its whole other video. Like, even before Sephiroth came in, there, like 2 months ago, I made a tweet on Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, I have proof of this. Like, I've been considering the idea of making a video stating why Eggman deserves / should be in Smash Bros. Because, like, you guys also know me for, like, being a big Shadow advocate. I want Shadow in Smash Bros. I still think he's on the table, I'm not gonna lie. Same for Waluigi, but, like, Shadow, I think, still has a decent chance, but, like, Eggman, at this point, now more than ever, probably has, like, the best chance out of any other, like, third party. No, well, I don't know about any other third party. Well, actually, yeah, you could probably argue, because, like, it's Sonic. It's literally one of the biggest mascots and franchises ever, period. It's not far off from how big Final Fantasy is. And a couple others up there. But, like, you're gonna get a video being like, yo, Eggman deserves to be in Smash because X, Y, and Z. How they could portray Eggman and make him unique with X, Y, Z. You're gonna get that video. But like, a lot of people have now been saying, yo, put Eggman in Smash. You have one of gaming's most iconic villains with Sephiroth. We already have Bowser and Ganondorf in there. You have K. Rool, Ridley, and Dark Samus as well. You have a lot of villains in Smash now. You gotta throw in Sonic's archenemy, bro. That's literally that quite literally is one of the most recognizable villains ever. But that's off topic. Sephiroth, though. Sephiroth being the first for a lot of things in Smash Bros. Once again. Another Final Fantasy character. Cool looking design. Big ass sword. It's another, like, anime looking sword fighter. But, like, it's Sephiroth, bro. It's literally one of the biggest villains in gaming. That, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people stopped, like, using anime swordsman as, like, a genuine reason to, like, hate a character. Because I know it was, like, kind of like a meme or, like, a big thing with Smash 4, because there was, like, a lot of Fire Emblem characters they threw in Smash 4. There was a lot. Alongside, like, Shulk, Cloud. For some reason, people threw Pit and Dark Pit in this category as well. So, yeah, that whole thing, it's dumb. We all know it's dumb. We all know it's kind of a dumb reason to, like, hate against the character. Because, like, Smash already has, like, half the roster looks like anime as is. Then, like, most of it comes from games anyway, so, like, who cares, bro? It's literally Sephiroth. Like, the biggest villain in Final Fantasy, one of the biggest in gaming, like I said. So, I doubt there's going to be that many people complaining about Sephiroth compared to some of the other DLC we've gotten. The trailer itself, too. The trailer itself. Oh my god, that, like, I already touched up how, like, characters were getting their ass beaten, but, like, that was probably the best-looking CGI trailer of any character reveal in Smash. Like, Smash loves to go for those CGI-looking reveal trailers, and, like, they always look super good, right? But for some reason, a lot of characters in this one looked super good. Shulk, K. Rool, Pit. You saw Banjo in CGI again. That was really freaking dope. Also, Cloud in his Advent Children skin, and, like, again, Sephiroth, their little bout at the end, and, like, characters like Bayo, Greninja going towards Sephiroth, getting their asses whooped. Like, it was just so cool to see. It kind of felt like a secret, like, ending route to World of Light, but Subspace Emissary. It had, like, Subspace Emissary vibes, like, more than any other trailer, I feel. Not even just with the whole villains thing. That, and, like, of course, Ultimate's been, like, carrying a theme of villains. K. Rool, Ridley, Dark Samus. Like, it's pretty sick. We're still getting that theme pushed through into the DLC. Like, that's pretty freaking sick. That's pretty freaking sick. I really want to know if this character is, like, gonna be fast. He has a big-ass sword, so that automatically makes you assume that, like, it's gonna be good. Because 9 times out of 10, like, sword users in this game are just inherently good. Shulk, half the Fire Emblem cast, Meta Knight, even the Links, actually. The Links are really good in this game. Link and Young Link especially. Like, if you have a sword, decent chance you're going to be a good character. A lot of people are just hoping this character's not going to be slow. Because their answer to having characters with big range or being really strong, they just make them really slow. A lot of people hate that. They tie that to heavyweights, but now that's gone, like, on a broader end of the spectrum, so when a character is slow, it's like, it's not nearly as fun. I mean, heavyweights, there's a little bit more leeway because they have more to it than just them being big and slow. But even then, there's, like, some heavyweights that are also really fast and have good frame data. Bowser especially. Bowser's a good example. To some degree, Donkey Kong's pretty mobile. Freaking Wario. I don't even just mean super heavyweights. I'm talking, like, heavy characters in general. Like, Wario's up there. Freaking on ground, at least, Charizard. Like, you have some characters that are big and heavy, that are fast, but, like, a good example of this were characters with, like, big range. Like Byleth, for example, right? That character is really freaking slow. Min Min, to some degree. Frame data's good on that character, but she's really slow. Steve, really slow. People don't want Sephiroth to be slow, bro. And as far as I can tell from what the gameplay we've gotten of this character, every single bit we've seen him do, he's just been walking. I don't know if they're trying to hide what his run speed may be. I don't know if that is his running. I don't know if that's his fastest walking speed, or the most likely scenario, that's just his slowest walking speed when you barely tilt the controller when a character is, like, walking. Because that's how most characters are in terms of how fast they are when they walk at that pace. So that makes me it's making me worried with how slow he's gonna be. But beyond that, though, god damn, is that sword huge! That is a huge freaking sword, bro. Like, his ups... I mean, he seems relatively straightforward as far as, like, not smash attacks. Like, regular sword attacks go. His specials seem to be the more interesting of the bunch, because he has, like, this weird projectile. It seems like Joker's side B, because later on in the trailer, it implies he's gonna have a sort of mode mechanic, like Cloud's Limit, or Joker Arsene, because he whips out his one wing, and he has, like, a little bit of a glow to him. You see some attacks and flurry rushes with the sword that are stronger than what he does earlier in the trailer. Like that side B move, you see him do something similar, but it's like a bigger explosion. I'm pretty sure he's gonna have like a limit type mode like Cloud does, because like they come from the same game. Cloud has a limit thing, and like his specials are amped up. I think it's kind of self-explanatory at this point. I think it makes a lot of sense. I'm also curious, as a competitive player, because I know a majority of my audience is into that. I'm being sarcastic. I know for a fact not a lot of you watching this are into competitive play. I'm really curious whether or not that stage is legal. That stage looks like a mixture of Yggdrasil with Kalos, Pokemon League. Also, that's a pretty looking stage. I really should play Final Fantasy, bro. I mean, with Sephiroth coming to Smash, this is encouraging me to actually like play the game. I have it on PS4, but like, my backlog is like crying right now, bro. It is crying. It's like, bro, I'm getting fat. For the love of God, finish some games in here, bro. I'm gonna elaborate more when I get to that update video, but like, that stage looks really freaking sick. I kind of hope it replaces Kalos, because without hazards, it seems like it's more of an Yggdrasil rather than a Kalos, but also kind of a Kalos. I want it to be legal, bro. I want, like, some more stage variety. I don't want 3 Pokemon stages. Unova and PS2 are fine as is. If we have a legal Final Fantasy stage in there, though, replacing Kalos, I'll take it. More Final Fantasy music to go around, but that's another topic of debate. How much music are we gonna get? Please, Square, composers. Some people argued that, like, it's on the composer side whether or not we get more music, because, like, they have the rights to the song because they made it, which makes sense. But beyond that, like, please give us more goddamn music. If One Winged Angel is the only new song we're gonna get, they used the Advent Children of One Winged Angel in the trailer too, by the way. There have been instances where they used music in trailers to where they didn't add said music in Smash Bros. Like Palutena's trailer, they had like the music that plays in Chapter 21 going into the Chaos Vortex. Bowser Jr.'s trailer, the Fiery Flotilla. Cloud's trailer, the title theme, Final Fantasy VII. Again, if we somehow don't get any new songs out of this one, bro, I swear to God, One Winged Angel has to be in there. That has to be in there, and that's the only good thing we could get from the music side. At least we're getting One Winged Angel, but that can't be the only new song we get. You know how pissed people are gonna be if that's the only new song, or if we get one extra song, if we just get 4 songs total. Like, come on, bro. Like, especially now that, like, Final Fantasy's on Switch, Final Fantasy VII, 10, 10-2, there's, like, a couple others I'm missing that I'm forgetting, but I know for a fact they added more Final Fantasy onto the Switch. Like, why are they so reserved? Why are they so stingy when it comes to, like, music regarding Square properties? Dragon Quest, there was some leeway, but it still followed a similar format that, like, nope, 2 songs per game, but we got 8 songs total. Granted, it was, like, 2 from 11, 2 from 3, 2 from 4, 2 from 8? Yeah. Like, come on, bro. Please, 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 for the love of God, give us, like, Genova. Give us, like, the Crazy Motorcycle Chase. Give us, like, other Final Fantasy VII songs. Maybe even give us other songs from other Final Fantasy games. Like, I don't know. Songs from, like, 9, 14, 15. I don't know. I don't care. I just want more Final Fantasy music. Like, please, please, Sakurai. Please, Square. Please, Square composers. Also, it's not the end, though, because we're gonna get some Mii costumes that are gonna crush in people's dreams. I know for a fact we're gonna get the Chocobo costume back. The Chocobo costume's definitely coming back with Sephiroth. That's at least 100% guarantee. I fully expect the Geno costume to come back, by the way. I don't think Geno's left off the table. Granted, like, the chances are slim to none, right? Same could be said for Geno, Chrono, any other Square character, right? They're, like, slim to none. That much we can at least agree on. But I fully expect the Geno costume to be thrown in there. I feel like it's on the table again if there's gonna be another Fighter's Pass after this, right? But beyond that though, I think Geno's probably done. I don't see them not bringing back the Geno Mii costume in a presentation revolving around a new Square character, this one being Sephiroth. Sora's different. Sora, they could go either or, but I don't see them... I don't see them reserving the Geno costume from this one. And like, once again, if they don't put the costume back, then like maybe it's on the table, right? And for all we know, maybe that's not going to stop them from like the rest of this pass, or like if they have another pass in the future, they throw Geno in there ever, right? It's never like 100% certain or like 100% guaranteed, right? That said though, it's implying more that like the chances are getting lower and lower than otherwise, right? That's the very least you could surmise from that scenario. As far as other costumes, though, I can't think of much. Also, I would have to assume, at the very least, we would be getting more Final Fantasy VII spirits, right? Barret, Tifa, Aerith, and now Sephiroth, like a fighter spirit for him, right? Like, I would assume, at the very least, we get more Final Fantasy VII spirits with the character. Even if we don't get a lot of music, the spirits are at least a safe bet, right? A safe bet. That's at least something. But, yeah, the only thing I'm hoping for with this character is that, like, I hope he's good. Just because he looks like such a cool, badass dude. I know he's like a majorly like evil dude. He's a raw mofo, as I've heard in Final Fantasy. I mean, I completely buy the prospect that like, oh, he doesn't care about Smash. He just showed up just to spike Cloud because he's that raw of a dude. I completely buy that. But Sephiroth, literally the coolest mofo we've gotten out of the DLC. First for Smash in many aspects. First villain from a third party. First DLC villain character. Second third party character from a franchise already represented in Smash, but is also a unique and original character. Also one of the biggest villains in gaming. So like, how could you not like get the hype behind Sephiroth? I gotta wonder. There's gotta be at least a few people watching this that are like not as hyped. Please, like, elaborate why it's not as hyped for you. Cause like, for other characters, part of it, you could get, like, some grasp of it. Sephiroth is kind of a hard one to grasp how that many people would be upset over it. I don't think there's going to be that many. Granted, there's always going to be some people who will be upset for any character, right? But, like, can someone tell me what reason someone would have, other than being an anime sword fighter looking character, that they would not like that pick? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, Sephiroth, I feel like there were other Final Fantasy characters you could probably pick from the series. Not even just 7, like Tifa or Barret, but like Noctis from 15, Squall from like 8. But like Sephiroth, that just speaks for itself, like, right? Like, I'm trying to think. Like someone like elaborate, right? I can't see much of a reason for people to hate Sephiroth being added to Smash. Like that mofo is just really sick and cool in his own right. And there's already a lot of other reasons you think it's cool. Either way, though, I'm excited for this character. I'm looking forward to the presentation next week. I just hope we get more songs. I just hope we get more Final Fantasy music, because that series deserves it more than, like, a lot of other franchises in Smash, third parties. I think you could argue, like, maybe Pac-Man, maybe Sonic for how long Sonic's been in that. Also, going back to the whole Eggman thing, I'm gonna make that video, but, like, I really hope this supports the case of Eggman coming to Smash Bros. Because not only does Sonic deserve another character, Eggman would be fucking sick. I'm gonna be honest though, I think Eggman's starting to become one of my most wanted characters, up there with Shadow and Waluigi. But like, Eggman at least is probably the most realistic out of all of my most wanted characters. I'll elaborate more on that video, but like, a lot of people are starting to talk more about like Eggman being a character. So I'm just sitting there like, yes. Now we have a movement. We got support the Eggman, even though he said the N-word in that fandom. I'm making a joke. But Sephiroth is sick. Stage looks sick. Moveset looks sick. Character just looks sick all around. Sick addition for like 5 different reasons. What do you guys think? I'd imagine you're like either excited for people who are into Final Fantasy, excited for people who are fans of the franchise who wanted more better representation of the franchise, or you're actually excited as I am, whether you played the game or not. I gotta play it. Tell me in the comments. It's a cool character. I can't deny. Hopefully he's good. He has a sword, so you would think he's good, But I just hope he's not slow. Half the DLC at this point suffered from being really slow. I'm like kind of suffering from being slow. And I'm just like, bro, please, enough of this. I don't want this. I do think Min Min's high tier, but like, it still suffers from her being slow, bro. Along with her recovery. But that's besides the point. That said though, for my subs, I am planning on making an update video regarding what I want to do for the channel, what kind of content you could expect, what my life's been doing, why I haven't uploaded a lot in like 2 months. I think the most recent videos besides the Halloween stream were like the Steve shit. I made a Steve montage and like the discussion videos around Steve. Oh yeah, there was Mario 35, but that was 2 months ago. Yeah, expect an update video at some point. I want to get at least one more discussion out before I make that update video, right? Because like, this part-time job's been like controlling, not necessarily in my life, but like, it's been taking up a lot of my time because like it's overnight, so I sleep during the day, and then like I have 3 to 4 hours to myself before I go to work. This week especially, it's been nothing but full-time. For like, it's a part-time job, but this past week there's been like an extra differential because it pays well. Here, update video. You don't care about my life story. You don't care about that. Update video coming. At least one more discussion video coming. I at least want to make that discussion video before the Sephiroth presentation. And there's also the Sephiroth presentation reaction I gotta make too, which I'll have time for when that comes, at least, right? So, hopefully, we'll get some stuff out there. We'll get an update video out, and I'll lay out some groundwork, some plans for the channel. Because this is a seasonal shift too, so it's not gonna last that long. But I have a lot of plans. I have plans for the channel. I haven't been uploading a lot, but believe me when I say I've been constantly thinking about this channel. What to upload, what videos to make, what games to play, what Let's Plays I need to finish, what Let's Plays I need to start, what streams I need to continue, Xenoblade. Oh my god, there's a lot. There's a lot of content. Mods, oh my god. Not, stop, save that for the update, god damn it. Stop here, thank you for watching, have a good day, stay safe, stay hydrated, wear a mask, be safe, it's cold out there, wear extra clothing, be safe. I wish you good health, I love you guys. God, you're such beautiful people. Have a good day. Stay super. Sephiroth is based, by the way. Sephiroth is a based-ass inclusion. Sick-ass character. Alright, hope he's not slow. Hope we get more music. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. Stay super. Holy hell.